Hello everyone. Today we are starting with a very interesting topic called international marketing. But before we begin, let me take you through the course structure or rather the syllabus for the subject. There are going to be 14 chapters starting with the international marketing phenomenon, international trade theories and barriers, international marketing entry methods, researching foreign markets, culture and buyer behavior, governmental and political risks, financial risks and currency concerns, organizing for international marketing, international distribution strategy, international product strategy and segmentation, branding internationally, international price strategy, international promotion strategy, international marketing strategy, and finally we'll be doing a few case studies. So now let's go ahead and start the first chapter, which is the international marketing phenomenon. Nowadays, every one of us is so eager and so much aping the West. So many of us travel abroad, see their customs, traditions, use the products that are manufactured in other countries, whether you talk about branded cars or whether that are made in other countries, or whether you talk about clothes, televisions, laptops, anything for that matter. We are surrounded by so many products nowadays which are either made internationally or their components are or parts are manufactured internationally. You would always be using products that are Indianized. So yes, all of us today are surrounded by a lot of international things around us. That's why there is huge scope for companies who would want to or who are going abroad and trying to set up their base or maybe sell their products and services abroad and do marketing in other countries. Talking about taking the international marketing in perspective, if you see any garment for example, and if you read the tag as to the country in which it's made, you'll see a made in Taiwan tag, say for example. So that means that your garment that you're wearing, either your shirt or your trouser, is not made in India but in Taiwan. So that's again international marketing. Talking about the tires on which your cars run, if they are embossed with something like made in Japan, like here in this picture, then again you are using or you become a part of international marketing. Let's talk about our day-to-day consumption item, that is fruits. So many of our fruits are not even for example your fruit here is a New Zealand product, so it is imported from abroad. It is not even made or grown here. So yes, there is so much of internationalism that we are surrounded by nowadays. And of course, because of all these international things and because of the craze that's increasing, because of the business, the trade, etc., and because of the transactions that are taking place between the nations, of course, there is huge scope for companies, and marketing is growing not domestically but internationally as well. So, what exactly is international marketing? Cateora John Hess have defined international marketing as the performance of business activities that direct the flow of a company's goods and services to consumers or users in more than one nation. Now, if I have to explain you in extremely simple terms, international marketing is nothing but marketing beyond your national boundaries. So as we all know that in marketing we talk about your 4 P's. We make a product, we price it, we distribute it, we make promotion strategies. So yes, we do everything of that, but not in the local or the domestic market but in the global market, understanding their needs, their requirements, their culture, their lifestyle, their habits, their likes and dislikes, preferences, and accordingly marketing strategies are made by companies. In fact, there is an example given here on the slide of Coca-Cola. As we can see, Coca-Cola today is become a global company. Whichever nation it is marketing itself with that particular nation's language and the other characteristics, so it has placed itself very well in the international market. Of course, international marketing plays a very important role in our lives, because had it not been for international marketing, there would be so many products or services for that matter that we would not really get, or even if we would get, it would not be in sufficient quantities, or it would be at a very high price. So, of course, international marketing has brought about a drastic change in our lives, which is, of course, a very positive and a good change for us. Talking about international business is actually a broad concept under which all other concepts come. So, international marketing is nothing but a part of international business. So, international business is the exchange of goods and services among individuals and businesses in multiple countries. So, when we talk about international business, we talk about transactions between two companies but in different nations. We talk about import export, we talk about marketing activities in other nations, we talk about comparative analysis between the economic systems. We also talk about the comparative analysis, maybe say in management of firms that are similar in nature but in different nations. So international business is a very huge term, and you have many subsects or many sub things that come under international business. One of the next concept again that comes under international business is international trade. Now, international trade relates only to your import and export activities and all the restrictions and incentives that the nation's government puts either to facilitate trade or to save the domestic nations. So, international trade may be defined as the activities of firms relating to the production of products domestically for the purpose of shipment to buyers in foreign countries and procurement of foreign made products. So, what this definition is trying to say is you produce certain products domestically in your country for the purpose of shipping them or sending them to buyers in foreign countries, and you also, in exchange, get foreign made products from other countries into your own country. Let us now see some terms that are used to describe international marketing. The first one being cosmopolitan marketing. Now, in cosmopolitan marketing, what happens is all your sovereign nations that have a separate nationalist framework, basically, who have their own authority in their nation. So, doing marketing in such kind of countries is your cosmopolitan marketing. In global or world marketing, what you're doing is you are considering the entire world as one market, and you don't differentiate between the different nations, but you have one particular strategy for the entire all the countries in which you are operating. That's global marketing. In international marketing, as I explained earlier, you go to countries and try to sell your goods and services and promote your goods and services to other consumers in other nations. In multinational marketing, now you do not take foreign country and domestic country separately, but you actually go in the foreign country and you operate in that particular country and market your goods and services. And talking about supranational marketing, now if we talk about European Union, in European Union you have quite a few countries who are considered as one nation, and they share the same government, they share the currency, they share the rules and regulations, all the regulatory requirements, authorities, etc. So marketing in such kind of a market is called supranational marketing. In reality, all these terms are and can be used interchangeably. This was just so that you should be well aware about what are the terms that are used when we talk about the international marketing in context.